it was a really good experience. I really enjoyed it, and as a business owner, I really liked how it brought in a really diverse cross section of people, and everybody really seemed to enjoy it. It was very different from anything that we've done in here, but everybody really enjoyed it, and it was exposure to some different things. I think it was a very positive experience for everybody.
I had so much fun. It was something that like I knew I was going to enjoy because I'm just such like a music person, and like hearing instruments played live is so cool to me. And one of my favorite things is when my boyfriend and I got in the car afterwards, I was like, is that something you would do again? And him not being a music person, I wasn't sure what to expect, and he was like, actually, yeah, I would. So that part of it was cool. I loved how smooth the bassoon was, and like hearing it on its own. I feel like I had heard it before, but didn't know what it was. It's like one of those instruments that it's like, wow, that's nice, but like, what is that? Because it could just be, like, especially when you brought out that enormous one. What was that one called?
The contrabassoon.
Yes, it almost sounded like an electric piano at times. So like, I don't know, that was funky to just like hear how it sounded similar to other instruments, but is its own like crazy cool awesome thing. And I just loved like the smoothness of both of them. Like the bigger one, the contrabassoon, was like a little rumbly at times, which was really cool, and then just like the regular bassoon is just, I love that like smooth. And watching you play it was really cool too, because I could tell that you were like doing different things with your mouth when you're blowing into it that like affects how it sounds. Mm-hmm. So like that part of it, as the person playing the instrument, I'm sure is like makes it a little bit tricky. It's not like the same as, I don't know, a different instrument that you blow into, like a flute. Like how you do it differently affects it differently. So that part of it was cool to watch. Mm-hmm. I don't know, and it was one of those experiences where like I was fully submersed in it. Like sometimes you go and you do a thing and it's like, I kind of want to go home. And that was not one of those things. Like I fully enjoyed the whole experience of it, and like the venue that it was in was really cool because it wasn't like so big to where it was like a lot of people were chatty and like you kind of had to listen over them talking. But the people that were there were like interested in what was going on, and so that was really cool that it was not like so intimate of a setting that it was like, oh, should I even be here? But it was like not too big of a setting to where it was distracting with that, the number of people that were there. So yeah.
Yeah, not your typical concert venue.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So the next piece I want to play is an orchestral piece that you may know. It's called Bolero, and it's a piece that is based off of one single theme throughout the whole thing. Ravel wrote this piece with kind of a challenge to himself in mind, being that he was like, I wonder if I can make a whole piece based off of a single theme. And it's a snare drum that starts it off and plays a rhythm, and he does that for like 12 minutes or something crazy. So it's a big snare drum excerpts they have to learn, but it's really cool. It's got some really neat solos to it, so I want to kind of loop that around and play for it. It says Bach and Boozy, which is awesome. So now I have to play some Bach, or else I feel like a poser. So what's cool about Bach is he wrote a lot of cello suites, and they were meant to be totally unaccompanied or played by one instrument, no piano. So normally these suites are actually pretty long, so I'm actually going to shorten them up and just play my favorite parts of the different tunes. Normally these would probably have a really cool cello sound, but whatever. We're going to see how bassoon goes on these cello suites. Yeah. So now I want to play a little game of Name That Tune, where if you can name that tune, well, good for you.
Play Freebird!
If you can name that tune, you can come up here and play Freebird on the bassoon. If you can't, then you gotta take a drink. Okay? All right, so. Here's the first tune. So these next two pieces kind of go together. They're both by the same composer, and they're kind of a classical piece, but it's new music. This composer, Jenni Brandon, she's still alive. She's still writing a lot of music. I see her at conferences all the time. And the first one is called Lapis Lazuli, and it's based after that really, really beautiful stone, the Lapis Lazuli stone. And so I'm going to try to bring that out, and this piece is just solo bassoon. So don't worry, I won't do a whole hour of solo bassoon.
Hard to sing.
Thanks for making it to the second half. So the next thing I want to show you guys, so we learned what a bassoon is, and now this thing. So this is a contrabassoon. So the bassoon, while being the biggest, lowest instrument that we typically see in the woodwind family, the contrabassoon is twice the size. So it's rolled up extra so that it can fit in someone's hand. But yeah, it's a really big instrument. So the contrabassoon is also a double reed instrument, and the reed of the instrument is just about twice as big as a regular bassoon reed. And it's super low, and I'm super excited to show it to you. So I'm just gonna play a little excerpt called Twist Variations. It's kind of a funky little contrabassoon piece, written by Daniel Dorff. Okay, so that's the contrabassoon. It's super low, super low. It's really fun. When you get to play in an orchestra, it usually has some spooky character. Like, there's a Beauty and the Beast piece, and we're the Beast. Yep. I still don't know who the Beauty is, but the contrabassoon is the Beast. We get to be spooky people and other things. Or like grisly low voices, and a lot of times you can feel the whole stage kind of rumble. What's really great about the contrabassoon is gigging with the contrabassoon, which means that you get to play like 3 notes and everyone gives you a little clap on stage for doing a good job. But really they're just like, whoa, that was low. And that's a good feeling. The bar is low. So just one more contrabassoon thing. So some other things I can play with my setup are cannons, and we've probably all sang a canon before. Like row, row, row your boat, you know, one person starts, another one starts later, it somehow works out. I don't know if you've ever tried writing a canon. It's really hard to do, turns out. As simple as row, row, row your boat may seem. But you've definitely heard of several different types of cannons, and I'm going to play just a couple for you. This next piece, I'm gonna ask my friend to come up and play it with me for a little duet. Yeah, so you can welcome up here Dustin Mallory.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is going to be my last one, and it's kind of a perfect song for this week. I'll let you decide what that means after I start playing.
Infinite sounds. I guess I'm just gonna like I said, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that, you know, music. I personally love music. I love live performances. There's so much music out there yet to be discovered for each individual person. I really enjoy being exposed to new things. I think more people should search that out. There's so many different genres and instruments and artists out there. It's almost infinite.
Infinite possibilities, but then like there is no end to it, right? Infinite sounds. It could also mean like so many sounds all at once.
The reason I decided to do this program here for adults, so part of this fellowship that I got allowed me to give a program about the bassoon for the community. And a lot of my successors in this fellowship have done children's programs in different libraries or schools, and they've all been fantastic. But here, I felt like we needed more things for people, you know, adults, and especially with our winters so long, and this seems to be the longest winter of them all. Any reason to get outside of your home is a good reason. So I said, all right, bassoon concert, let's go. But anyway, it was just a testament to creating community in a place that needs it all the time. And I mean, all of us need that community. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight for a night of community and education and laughs and whatever else you did today, maybe some drinks, who knows. But there is a QR code if you feel like supporting the fellowship that created this inspiration for this concert. It is on the Facebook website. There's like a QR code, and feel free to throw a couple dollars that way, again, just to create more educational and social opportunities for other people like us. Also, thank you so much, Brockopps, for having me here tonight, and it was super, super fun. So, again, thank you so much. I'm going to wrap it up and then maybe put on that weird bassoon playlist again. But thank you so much for coming.